Wow. Okay. Deep breath. This is hardcore flashbacks to 2024. I actually recorded a version of this already, and that's one that's not going to see the light of day. I don't think it would even make it to YouTube. It is definitely, I don't even think it'll make it to my uncensored channel. Okay. I just had to get a few things out. So I thought I would direct them to the camera. We have Katie Nolan uh, going hardcore, disgusting with her hatred, absolute hatred toward Caitlin Clark fans. And we've got to talk about this. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Shout out to the 19. Shout out to Rhodes at Black and White Sports 2 for letting me know about this because I had missed it. This is on the Snake and the Malignant Narcissist podcasts. I think they're also by some people known as Sue Bird and Megan Rapinoe. And they had Katie Nolan on, who is just a failure. She's failed everywhere she's been. Uh, I don't know why she keeps getting opportunities. She's no good at what she does. But hey, there's some people say that about me. So what you gonna do? So she decided. Here we are after the 2025 season. Hey, remember y'all thought maybe Caitlin Clark would go through a rookie season and then everything would get dialed back. She'd get accepted. There'd be a lot less nonsense. No, no. And it seems now that she's actually back playing. So we didn't get a lot in 2025. Well, we did, just not like 2024. But now that Caitlin Clark is actually playing basketball, she's healthy. They had a USA national team basketball camp. Everyone, it's like, oh, they've been let out of their cages. They're roaming free at the zoo. They've got things they want to say about these Caitlin Clark fans, folks. So we are going to take a listen to what Katie Nolan has to say. And by the way, pay attention. Well, I'll probably point it out. I was going to say pay attention to Sue and Megan, but let's take a listen to this.
During the WNBA this season, I feel like we sort of had one of those particular growing pains where it's like some of the people that are coming in and watching the sport and are fans of the sport feel like maybe they're there for a weird reason. And now they've found sort of maybe one player to hyper fixate on that they feel stands at odds with what a WNBA player is in their minds. And they passionately love that player in a way that actually just feels like it's hate being disguised as love that they want to have against the rest of the league. And we sort of had this moment where
There's just so much. I feel like I don't even want to try and unpack all of this. Again, deep breath because I will go off and use certain words that you like, but let's just say Katie Nolan, besides being ignorant, deeply, deeply ignorant, not very bright. I say this from a clinical standpoint in terms of measurement, very low IQ human being. She's not able to process information. She's not able to reason or use logic. She's just got all these feels. She's got these feels that she needs to get out. And she's also been told by her betters Caitlin Clark fans are ists and isms and phobes and all this stuff, and they hate people who are different than them, and they only like Caitlin Clark because she's a white straight girl. Uh, no, no. You see, here's what it is for the stupid out there, for the ignorant, for the hateful, like Katie and Sue and Megan. Oh, Megan, don't get me started. Anyway, WNBA basketball. No, no, back up. And please don't take this the wrong way because I mean my mother played basketball. I think man, I forget how long, but I swear she even said when she was a kid, they were still playing what was it like 6 on 6 where certain players, the guards like had to stay in the back court or some weird nonsense like that. I've got 3 older sisters, they all played sports. I coached girls soccer forever. I was a member of the supporters club for the US women's national team. I went to training sessions and was on the field for training sessions for the US women's national team. So I don't want to hear any of you other low IQ haters in the comments about, oh, you hate women and you're that. Shut up. Just shut up. Shut up. Shut up. That being said, Unlike a lot of other sports, I think basketball is one of the most difficult when it comes to how the game looks when women play it versus men. There are a whole lot of fans of women's tennis. They know there's a difference between the power and speed and all that between men's, but it is enough that the women's game is entertaining. Golf, the women's game is entertaining. I love watching women's softball, especially when they get into the World Series stuff. It is so much fun. Women's gymnastics, I'd rather watch women's than men's. Swimming, does it make a difference? Does it really? But basketball and soccer, obviously, which I mentioned, but basketball, man, it's just the differences in athleticism, but also skill. That's when, hey, missed layup. Should we talk about that? It just has not been watchable until Caitlin Clark came along. Until Caitlin Clark did things we've seen no other woman do in basketball. That is all it is. People who love and people who were coming to basketball for the first time. To be fair, I don't want to miss them, but a lot of basketball fans said, "Oh, I mean, this is how it worked, folks." There were people that watched Caitlin Clark, and then they went to their friends who were basketball fans and say, "Hey, you check out this young lady, Caitlin Clark at the University of Iowa. You got to check her out." I don't really like women's basketball. It's kind of boring. Get them to check her out. What is it? Wow. Wow, I've never seen a woman play like that before. It is fun, it is exciting, it is entertaining, and it's not just the logo threes. It is everything else about a game. It is a basketball IQ, and yes, you know what? It's her athleticism again for those who I remember one time, I think it was in 2024, the ball got stuck, you know how it does at times between the backboard and the rim, and Caitlin Clark, one step off 2 feet, got that ball. She's got a vertical. She's probably a better vertical than most of the players in the league, but as we know, most of the players in the league don't have a vertical. Angel Reese's is about 3.5 inches. That's just the reality of the situation. And then a lot of those fans, if you check a video I just did recently, a lot of those fans bought into supporting the Fever big time, even this year when Caitlin Clark didn't play. So all this crap Katie Nolan is spewing is absolute nonsense. She doesn't know a damn thing about Caitlin Clark fans or why they are watching her or why they support her. And you know what? It's none of her damn business because she's not here to tell fans how they should fan. Fans can support whoever they want, whoever the hell they want. They don't have to support a league. They don't have to support a team. They don't have to support a bunch of these other unlikable POSs out there. That's not how it works, Katie. Because I know if we flipped it, we wouldn't hear the nonsense, would we? Right? It's always in their direction. Katie is the most tolerant person in the world. As long as you agree with absolutely everything she thinks and believes. Sorry, I'm losing my ear. All right, let's try this again. Anyway, let's get back.
The rest of the fans had to go like, "You paid the same money for your ticket, and you being here is also helpful to the sport." And that's a really difficult thing to do.
Are you listening to this? I'm sorry to stop again, but she's talking about the fans of the old WNBA. You know, all 7 of them who were there for their social gatherings because about the basketball, because the basketball was terrible. The basketball was an excuse to have these gatherings. And listen to how she's speaking. Now think about this in terms of the CBA going on now and all these people, all these players who want money and they want to get paid. You know how you do that? You have fans. And who the hell are they? Talk about gatekeeping. Who the hell are they to act that way toward Caitlin Clark fans and stick their noses up in the air? Because those Caitlin Clark fans are different. Because those Caitlin Clark fans are Caitlin Clark fans and not league-wide fans, which, by the way, you never hear about in any other sport because it's absurd. I'm an Eagles fan. That's it. Doesn't mean I don't watch other games, but I'm an Eagles fan. I don't cheer for other teams unless them winning helps the Eagles. I mean, that's normal, folks.
Had no sort of reverence for the fact that, like, buddy, this conversation's been going on without you for years and years and years. And
What conversation?
now you come in here and just think that you can, because you love this one player and this one player is very good. She's very, very good. And like, I would love to just openly love them. Those are the types of moments that as a women's sports fan, I like really bristle against, where I'm just like, I hate that we have to go through this, but we do have to go through this. This is the growth period.
Did that did that last part even make any sense to you at all?
Just think that you can, because you love this one player and this one
She never finished that thought. Just you think you can what? Be a fan? Be a fan of a player and act and talk crap about other players and other teams and have an actual opinion? Is that where we're going, Katie?
player's very good. She's very, very good. And like, I would love to just openly love them. Those are the types of moments that as a women's sports fan, I like really bristle against, where I'm just like,
Why? What does this even mean? You're a lunatic.
I hate that we have to go through this, but we do
Go through what is it that we have to go through? What is it we have to go through? Normal fandom? Like, what is it you're bitching
have
about?
to go through this. This is the growth period.
Oh my god, I don't even know where to go with this. I'm sorry, I would, is
Like
this it? Wait,
some of the
I'm sorry, I just wanna play
people
this
that are
for a
coming
second
in
because I
and
wanna
watching
see
the sport and are fans of the sport feel like maybe they're there for a weird reason. And now they've found sort of maybe one player to hyper fixate on, that
to be a fan of, "Ah, here it is, so I'll back this up."
player to hyper fixate on that they feel stands at odds.
Snake in the grass, snake in the grass. That's Sue Bird. I've said this a million times. She's a liar, she's a fake, she does not like Caitlin Clark, she is using Caitlin Clark needs to wake up and stop being so damn nice about everything. Sue Bird is a snake, and Sue Bird's in charge of USA basketball. Let that sink in. I don't know. I guess I didn't have to wait till the end to cover everything I wanted to cover. I think I pretty much let it all out. But this is the nonsense we're going to continue to get with these idiots. Idiots. Buckle up, folks. Welcome back, or welcome back. I did that already. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Appreciate you checking this out. As always, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Go have the day you deserve. You know the drill.